We are going to be creating this thumbnail from scratch, from start to finish. It's a high quality thumbnail. So are you ready? We're going to be using the InShot app. InShot app. That app is super easy. You guys, I'll be revealing with you a lot of apps I use on my phone for my YouTube. I don't use InShot to edit. I use CapCut to edit, and I use InShot for my thumbnails. All these are for free, and I use Video Show for compressing my video, because uploading really large video will take up a lot of data. You can see it's a high quality thumbnail. Zooming it, it's not blurry. You can see how clear it is, like that. So are we ready? Let's dive right into it. So guys, give this video a like now, even before we go over anything. First thing you want to do is to snap high quality pictures. Now, before shooting your YouTube video, your makeup is still fresh. If you're female, even the male put powder and wet lip or something light on their lips. So you take a very high quality picture. The poses, I don't advise using screenshots from your videos. If you use screenshots from your videos, you will not get high quality thumbnails. So to get the best, please hit the camera and snap a high quality picture with your phone facing the lights. Do not pack the lights, you will not get a good thumbnail, and then you edit it. So here are a few poses I made before shooting this, because I already downloaded the other picture. So these are poses I made. I didn't really like this. This is another pose I made. This is okay. This is another pose. I'm smiling here, and this is the one I did. So if you notice, this is edited, and how I edited it, let me use this to edit it. So you first want to click on edit on your iPhone or wherever you are, and or using photos. This is using photos editing. Photos editing is on Android, so you want to filter it and turn it to vivid, right? Okay, and then you go over to your exposure. Your exposure is bright enough, because I was facing the light. When taking a picture, please face the light. And then your brilliance, you can increase your brilliance to make every shadow reduce. And your highlight, I love bringing my highlight down. I don't like highlights to show it, because it will just pop up white patches around your face. So I bring my highlights to 0. Your shadows, there's no shadow, but if your picture has shadows, you reduce the shadow a bit. Make sure you're not turning your looks to be whitish, just reduce the shadows. But my shadow is okay, so I'm leaving it here. Contrast, it's a thumbnail, so you want to increase the contrast. There are pictures where the contrast is already very high, so you have to reduce the contrast. And then brightness. The brightness is okay. If it's too dark, you reduce it. If it's too dark, you increase it. If it's too bright, you reduce it. That's just it. This is okay. I want to increase it a bit. Then black points. The black points is the black points on your body, in your body. Do you want, if your picture is looking ashy, avoid that. Make sure your black hair looks like a black hair and doesn't look ashy. A lot of Android snap pictures, take photos to look ashy, so you don't want that to be your plight. Okay, so what you want to do is to increase the black points if your hair is ashy. But my hair is dark enough. You can see my hair is dark enough, my eyebrow is dark enough. That is just a saturation. I like to go for vibrance, but I don't think Android has this vibrance. So saturation, if I increase the vibrance, I reduce the saturation. But if your Android doesn't have vibrance, just increase the saturation. Warmth, I don't like it to reddish. Warmth is like taking a reddish. I reduce it back a bit. Like tint, you can tint. I like to tint it slightly to be pinkish a bit. Then sharpness, please increase your sharpness, not too much. Do not overdo this step. Just increase your sharpness a bit. And then definition. If your phone has definition, you define your look very well. It makes you pop up in the video, in the pictures. So I've saved it now. The next thing I did was to go download this picture from Instagram. You guys, make sure, okay, this is a picture I used from Instagram. Instagram is a good place to get high quality pictures. Do you know I actually made a screenshot, and after screenshotting it, I cropped it, okay, on Instagram, because it's not easy to download from Instagram. So you just make a screenshot, but Instagram presents pictures in high quality. So I got it from Instagram. Yeah. So and then I went over to my InShot. I love InShot for thumbnails. It is so easy to use and it gives you high quality. So the first thing you want to do is your background. You remove this, you just slide the picture away, and the background looks blurry like this. I like to save it this way. Then I go over again to InShot. I just go over again to InShot and cut it out and put the picture back on. I've saved it. So I've saved the background. I'll just put the picture back on and I'll click on cut out. Okay, you can see it didn't cut it out well enough. The hand is not cut out, sorry. But we don't need the eraser. We need the correction pen. So it cleaned the hand instead of keeping the hand. The hand is not supposed to have that mark. So you watch your, now we're done. So okay, I still don't like the way it is. So I'll still correct it. So we'll go over to, and then we'll click mark. Okay, so now we want to go over to the canvas again, and you, instead of, you see ratio zoom background, go over to background. Okay, we say the background will be from photos. You can see I tapped on the photos here. Do not choose from any of those backgrounds. Now that blurry background you saved, just go there and then you shift your image here. You can see this. We're closer to our goal, right? I want to make it bold. Always remember to keep a space for your text. She's the main image of the thumbnail, so she has to be bold. You guys go and watch this movie. I made a reaction on it. It's really interesting. Even if you're not African, I explained in English. It's really interesting. Showcase our African culture. The link will be in the description. So yeah, now we save this. Okay, we save this. We'll go over to the picture we want to use, which is we'll go over to InShot and create new thumbnail. Right, we create new thumbnail and we'll go over to that picture we edited that we want to use, which is this. Canvas, of course, should always be, but make sure when you're making your canvas, your body is not cutting out. No part of your body is cutting out because you're going to be cropping it. Now good, we'll now go and cut out. Yeah, this cut out well. You know how to correct it. If a part is not cut out well, you clean, you use the cleaner sign. And if a part is cut out that you're not supposed to cut out, you use the correction pen sign. That's just it. So we're here. So the next thing you want to do is to edit it. Go to rotate and rotate to flip it, because I don't want the sharp edge of my hand to show. So yeah, I put it to the edge. Exactly, we're very close by to our goal. So I want to make it smaller a bit because I plan to make the text above. So now we'll go over to canvas, background. The background will now pick that picture we edited. Okay, we now pick the picture that we edited, which is this one. Now you can see it's on the circle. The white circle is on blur. This white circle is on blur. Let me put my tap icon. That is this white circle. You do not put it on blur. You put it on the sharp image. Okay, and now we have what we want. Now for this one, okay, let me undo this tab so I can. Okay, so now we have what we want. So we'll go over, we'll select our image, we'll go over to our cutout, and I want to make it white background. So you see this, you can increase it, you can reduce it, you can increase it, you can reduce it. I want it to be a bit bold, so I'll leave it at 22, and yes, we're there. You can see the background is no longer there. So let's go over back to our background and put it back. Simple. Now make sure you remove it from just white and put it on the one you want. So I want to reduce it so that they can be spaced for text. You guys do not put too much things on your thumbnails. 5 text is okay. And then the proportion, there's what they call proportion in thumbnails. The proportion of text is very important. It should not look too rough. It should not be placed at the wrong side. And yeah, I want the text to be on top, above my head. And you know, it's a reaction. I'm reacting to the movie. Yeah, I don't want to be too tiny there, so let's increase it just a bit. Okay, that's okay. Now for our text, I think this is still too big. I don't want to be the center focus. Your thumbnail should have one particular focus. Should have one particular focus, and I don't want the focus to be on me because I'm not the subject of discussion. So who wants to hear about me? Rather, they came to my video because of her. So let that picture be pulled. And in picking, I picked the picture because it's a viral picture. And when people see the picture went really viral. People started talking about the movie. That was how I found out about the movie. So that was why I used the picture. So the center focus, your thumbnail should have a center focus, which is the woman. So yeah. By the way, her name is Bimbo Ademoye. She's a pretty young lady. but she was made to act this part. So want to type Anikulapo. You go to your browser and then I just typed Anikulapo. Okay, then I saw a text. You can see a text from the web, which is this. I copied it because it had the pronunciation signs on it, and that was what I wanted. So yeah, let's edit it. We'll just select it and we'll paste. Guys, give this video a thumbs up, please, and say something. And if you haven't subscribed, please, what are you waiting for? You guys, I'm putting in an effort. So just encourage me by subscribing. You can see now we have it. So before we export it, I would like to tell you a few rules of thumbnails. Let there be a center focus. Learn about color blocking. Adibin, I wore a dull color clothes and I put it, everything will look all reddish and unattractive. But the color of my clothes stood out, and the white wrap I gave all over my face, the white cutout wrap I gave all over around my body was really catchy. So go and learn color blocking and let your text be in bright color. Now in doing thumbnail, you have to use BOGGPY. What I mean is blue, color blue, B for blue, O for orange, G for green, P for pink, and P for purple, I for yellow. If you use all this, any of all this, I'm not saying use all, pick any of them, they stand out. So your thumbnail won't be, let us export it. So your thumbnail won't be like just any other thumbnail. Like now you can see if you go scroll through, you will see thumbnails. There are some thumbnails that will catch your attention. Let us use a web browser because it's very important to know this rule about thumbnail. YouTube.com. When you go to use your browser to do YouTube.com, the next thing we can demand a desktop view. Request desktop website. Yeah, for the purpose of this class, what thumbnail caught your eyes? Yeah, this blue setting caught my eyes. It stood out of it. So these pictures, these colors, if you use any of these colors I mentioned, they will just combine it, and don't make it be too much. You can pick just 2 colors, but your thumbnail should stand out so that when it's in the crowd, it will pick. You will see now that video had a lot of views because it stood out. 19k views 1 day ago, right? This now has 1.4 million views 1k 1 day ago. Wow, this guy is really grown. Are you serious? 1.4 million views 3 months ago. So if you want to use sky blue, no problem. Just make sure whatever thumbnail you're using, let it stand out. This now, use the dark background. Oh my god, what did I just do? She used a dark background, but her text was really colorful. It has gone. You can see this used orange background. It stood out. It will just catch your attention in the midst of it. So, and a lot of them use white text. They like to use white text and, make it still look neat. I really don't like this thumbnail. I don't like the thumbnail. It doesn't look professional, but yet it still stood out. So if you put too much details, a thumbnail had too much details on the screen. A thumbnail should not have too much details. A thumbnail should have the main subject of focus. The main subject of focus to be bold, then a few text. Your text shouldn't be more than 5. I want to end this. I'll tell you more on thumbnails. Just say something in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Leave this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Subscribe because I have a lot to show you. I really like this lady's thumbnail. She's really good at thumbnail. You can check out her channel, okay, she's also a Nigerian. So I hope you found this helpful. If you found this helpful, I'm not asking for money. I just need you to subscribe and like. Once you like, YouTube will push it to more people. Thank you. And comment. Don't leave without saying something. See you guys in my next video, and bye.